Oh, so tangy and pickly. Today we are reviewing KFC's new pickle menu. We are going pickle mad. Pickle everything on the menu, and we've ordered all of it just so you don't have to. Let's start with our pickle burger. Look at that. It looks like the Grinch has got this box and gone completely bonkers with it, even though Christmas was 3 months ago. However, there it is. They look very sad, don't they? Look at them. These have just fallen out of the burger into the box. And have a listen. They're a bit hard. They're like dried bits of potpourri. It's quite a funny looking burger. It is completely green, as you can imagine from pickles. In the UK, we call them gherkins. There are dried pickles in there. And then at the bottom, there are some fresh pickles. And there appears to be some pickle seasoning on top of the chicken. Looks like a claw, that, doesn't it? Eh? And there seems to be a pickle mayonnaise. Overall impressions, it's quite a small burger. I'd have stuck a hash brown in that personally, and a cheese slice, and really bulked that out. Let's give this new pickle chicken burger from KFC a try. You're getting such a strong kick there with pickles. And the mayonnaise is even pickled too. It is just this zap. It's grabbing you by the throat almost and going, here's some pickle, but we've not finished yet. Here's even more pickle. They're literally throwing it at you. But the taste almost has that flavouring of the Big Mac from where pickles are normally stored in dill. That's what gives it the flavour. And that really works well with the chicken. The taste is so intense. There is nothing bland about that. And no lettuce in there, luckily. They've learnt from the last time. If you're going to put some in there, go mad. Otherwise, don't bother. The chicken's nice and juicy. I've had some burgers from KFC over the years where the bun just disintegrates, but so far the bun game is all good. And you're really getting a great zing, as I say, from the pickles. Get a nice crunch from the dried pickles. I'm going to give it another try because I don't think I've had any of the fresh pickles. As you can see, just a close-up there. They're at the bottom. Now, I really like salty, rich food. If you don't, this will just be too much for you. It has to be all or nothing for me. If you're all or nothing, give this a go. I'm just disappointed it's so small, especially for the price. It's the first time I've had a pickle chicken burger, and I must say, I would have that again. That's really, really good. Let's try next our loaded fries. Tons of those dried pickles on the dirty fries, loaded fries, whatever you want to call them. And to me, it just looks like there's chicken and chips. There's nothing too fancy going on. It literally looks like somebody has left gherkins in the windowsill, let them dry out in the summer and gone, chuck, and throw them on there. They do look inviting. I've got to say that really bright green colour makes me want to try it. And they don't look too much of a mess like the last ones I reviewed. So I'm just going to have a look underneath to see what else is in there. So having moved it around a bit, I don't know if you can see that, but there's some sort of pickle mayonnaise on there too, like what was in the burger. But no cheese. Now you've got to put cheese on chips. Are you a cheesy chipper or a non-cheesy chipper? I'm a cheesy chipper and I love cheesy chips. Just stick a cheese slice over the top and let it melt. That's what I would do. So these remind me of like dried banana pieces. Other than that, they're gherkin taste. Some of these are almost over toasted, losing a bit of flavour. I'd call them pickle crisps, but they don't pack a punch like the burger did. They're a little bland. I think because the burger had that seasoning on it, it was like a gherkin seasoning salt. That worked really well. The chicken's nice. Let's try chip with a bit of sauce on it. Good flavour, good texture. The pickle mayonnaise is really, really zingy. It's tangy, and it really works well with the chips that have that almost sage and onion seasoning on them like they always do now. Really, really good. However, I'm not too convinced by the gherkins that are on the top of these chips. You got chicken, chip and gherkin. Let's try that all together in one mouthful. Not as strong as the burger. It's still nice, and I haven't had a raw chip yet. And the texture, if you have the gherkin on its own, it's weird. It's like almost like bendy rather than crispy. So they've been sat around too long potentially. There's no snap to them. They're a bit spongy almost. The only thing I would say is needed on this, other than the cheese I mentioned earlier, is some of that pickle salt that was in the burger. That really would elevate this, because at the moment it's tasty, but it's not fully there. It just needs a little bit more oomph. Because if you weren't to have that burger and you just wanted these chips, just, you know, for your meal because you haven't got a big appetite, this doesn't fully represent what KFC are doing with those with that pickle burger. I feel a bit hard done by, and I probably wouldn't go back and try the pickle burger. Whoever was in the kitchen today at KFC you've cooked the chips well. Could be a bit crispier, but you never get really crispy chips at KFC anymore. But they're not raw. Would I order them again? Probably not, no. I've still got plenty there in the bottom for later, which I'll eat at the end of the review. Yeah, not too shabby. We've got, in this bag, there is our pickles, frickles, whatever you want to call them, freckles. A frickle with supercharger sauce. Yeah. Oh. So tangy and pickly, and then you get the heat of the supercharger sauce that hits the back of your throat like when you neck a bottle of whiskey and it just burns. It was so intense, but the flavour was absolutely delicious. What a lovely side. Frickles, you got to try these. They are really, really good. I think they were like £2, I want to say. Not bad at all. The texture, if you can see that there, the texture is very like mushy of the batter. I'd say it just needs cooking a little bit longer so they're extra crispy and they're not falling apart. I would put pickle salt on these just to elevate the flavour. Like you do with chips, you put seasoning over the top. These need some of that pickle salt. Right, gravy test. Now, I may be southern, but I absolutely adore gravy, especially KFC gravy. Now, for me, you have to dip a chip in there just to check that it's not too thin. So there goes the dip of the chip. Look at that, how thick that is. It literally just about jumps off. It's like my chip has a nice new haircut. Almost like Donald Trump. Right, let's try that. Absolutely delicious gravy, really good. So thick, so meaty, so salty and tasty. But for me, the texture really does it. Now let's try this and that. A frickle in gravy. Sounds weird, but let's try it. Yeah, that is weird. It actually is not a good idea to have gravy with a frickle. It tastes like my nan's roast dinner gravy, and it just covers and masks the taste of the frickle. It's really weird. Absolutely weird combination. I won't be trying that again. We got the standard piece of KFC chicken. Looks like a nice generous thigh. Overall, nice crispy skin. Just flakes away as you pull it. Although no chicken has come from it, it is just the ends. But let's try the chicken with our gravy. Yeah. Oh yeah. That skin is crunchy, juicy. It is delicious. So flavourful as well, with all the herbs and the salt. Let's do a dunk. Chicken thigh from KFC into the gravy. I've always wanted to be in the gravy. Bop, bop, bop. In the gravy. You could dip your chicken thighs Yeah, don't worry, I won't be going on Britain's Got Talent anytime soon. Absolutely delicious. So juicy, that chicken, it's tender. The skin's crispy with all the flavourings, and the gravy just marries up with it and wraps round it like a really, really delicious blanket of meaty goodness. Let me know in the comments below any issues you may have had with KFC chicken, and where does better chicken than KFC, because I haven't found it yet. So it's come to that time where we review everything we've eaten. First off, let's start with the price. So all of what you've seen has cost me £18.67. The meal was $10.99, frickles £2.49, the loaded fries $3.99, and the two supercharger dips were 60p each. Starting with the pickle burger, out of 5 it gets a 4. Great flavours, really nice textures with the crispy pickles in there and the soft pickles at the bottom with the pickle mayonnaise and the pickle salt. Tongue twister and half, all of that. Just to elevate it even more, I would put cheese and a hash brown in here. It's very pickly, which I really like strong flavouring, so it's not bad for me. But it doesn't get a 5 out of 5 because I thought the burger was too small. It just needs bulking out a bit. There's a frickle. They get a 3 out of 5. Not crispy enough, not enough in the packet for the price, not enough seasoning, but the idea is good. Pickle loaded fries, out of 5. They get a 4. No raw chips in them today. Yay! KFC cooked the chips perfectly. However, what they need is some cheese and some of that pickle seasoning too. Overall, good flavour, good textures, other than the pickle on its own, which was a bit bendy, as you can see there, and chewy and crisp in certain places. This menu is new to KFC. Try it in your local, check it out, and let me know what you think in the comments below of this Pickle Mad KFC menu. Give it a try. Look forward to hearing from you, and please like and subscribe for more food reviews.